Tale duchi maja ye raja ko rotan hole mera ganga che pali diwana hal raja rajpanchi thakurare Ganga che pali diwana hey gangu rajpat.
I am Gerrit Lange, a student of religions in Marburg, Germany. Right now I am doing an internship in the Center for Folk Performative Arts and Culture in Srinagar, Uttarakhand, North India. The summit of my stay here will surely be the 4 days I spent attending a village ritual. After observing and even getting involved in the performances, now my task is to create a documentary film about my experience with Himalayan Hinduism. I hope that through this film this experience will not remain only my own, but can be shared. Uttarakhand is a young state in the north of India where the holy river Ganga origins. One of the 2 rivers that unite into being Ganga is Alaknanda. Srinagar, the town where I am staying for 2 months, is situated at the river banks of Alaknanda. Garhwal, this region, consists of many very steep valleys formed by deep and fast-running rivers. One of them is Pinda Valley, where the village Ratura is situated.
Long ago, in the mythical age, that Bukundu Rishi organized a yajna, and for that yajna, he needed the 9 serpent girls. It is an essential part of the ritual that the serpent girls have to be worshipped every day. So these girls were invited to this Himalayan part of Kob village. The condition by their parents was that they would not be offered any food, this earthly food, because that would pollute them. But unknowingly, Bukundu Rishi offered them kheer. It is a rice pudding made, rice cooked in milk, that is called kheer. And then thus the girl got polluted and they were not accepted back in the Nagaloka, in the Netherland. That is called the Netherland. So when they were not accepted there, they had to remain there in the thick forest. They kept dancing and enjoying the Himalayan beauty. And then the other day there came a shepherd who happened to see them, these beautiful 9 girls, and he also had 9 sons. He thought of marrying these 9 girls to his 9 sons, and therefore he threw a blanket upon them in order to pollute them or in order to capture them. And the girls were panicked and they ran helter-skelter, and one of them fell down the cliff and died there. 8 girls ran to different parts of this valley and got settled there. One of them at Sankot, another at Dungri Patholi, yet another at Rans Chopta, another one as Benoli, another at Benoli, and then this Ratura and Garhwal, and I think 2 more places. So this ritual of the Nan is a kind of reenactment of that myth. It is inviting these girls again for 6 months and then taking them around to different villages, to about 200 and 300 villages. And then the final ritual is held near the holy festival, which takes some 9 days to perform. So many events are enacted. Event of inviting Narayana Krishna, event of killing of Kansa, event of the death of one of the 9 serpents.
So, after 6 months of strenuous and demanding procession through so many villages, the rituals are finally held. Although these whole celebrations should happen all 12 years, there had been a gap of 54 years since the last time. This is because the inhabitants of the villages of the valley that participate in the ritual are mostly very old persons. According to the villager Prakashraturi, these cannot afford the huge amount of manpower, muscle power, money power that is needed for the festival. "24 hours of non-stop revving and threading have produced a rope about 1 kilometer long. 3 more days and about 5 kilometers more will follow. This rope is an embodiment of Nagina Devi, the snake goddess. It is the duty of all the villagers in Pinda Valley to contribute a special cotton grass. For weaving the rope, this grass is given in the form of branches towards the 3 weavers. These weavers weave, so the grass takes the form of 3 ropes, uniting in the middle like the spokes of a wheel. The person in the middle threads the 3 ropes into the form of a bigger rope, which is shaped by other villagers into the form of the circle on which all these acts of manufacturing take place. Its function is a social one, for it connects the men, it is to say only the men. It connects the men of the village in a common striving towards the aim of shaping all these forms, like a theater group gets united in striving towards shaping the final performance."
Are you understanding me? These people are here last last 9 days.
9 days.
9 days, yeah. Yeah, you can take close up all the things. Whatever.
Every morning the people sing 2 songs, both of them about half an hour long. Firstly they praise that everything has woken up, then they list up all the places they have visited, while the power, the Shakti, of Nagina Devi rises. The Pandits also sing some very secret and powerful mantras, perform very strong mudras, and use plants and holy roots with medical power that grow on the higher Himalayas. A priest called Garhwal leads the procedures and plans the next actions.
धनसारी
शिवाय लोका शिवा सर्वे जायो 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 तो इंद्र लोका इंद्र जायो 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 तो जलकुंडी नागा जायो 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 तो रसानणी जायो जायो तू रसोड़ा नहीं जायो जायो नंदा माता जायो 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 तू वाला सुंदरी जायो भागुड़ा जायो जायो तू मातू नाम जायो
Possession and running, it is just the same moment. Nagina Devi runs into people and starts running across the field. That is what all this waiting has been about. Suspense rises till the energy bursts out. Something is rearing and roaring, one could call it a divine force, the Shakti of Nagina Devi, a mood or atmosphere dammed up, a collective emotion inflaming or slipping away from the socially fixed and controlled forms of daily routine. Not only Nagina Devi behaves this way. Possession is a pan-Uttarakhand tradition to get into touch with the gods. In the background we see a possessed participant in a Jagar ritual, recorded by Aditya Malik of New Zealand University on 20th April 2008.
उसकी तो मेरा कल कहानी जबान जमा ना
After Nagina Devi has started to run over the fields, followed by the excited crowd, these fields are somehow blessed. We let ourselves be carried away by the ecstatic and enthusiastic impulse to the not less intensive prasad. The people get feasted by priests and start a big violent run towards the food, obviously enjoying it. After that the waves slow down, become a bit calmer. I find myself on the other side of the village. There the slope has the form of a great hollow, an ideal place for so many people shaping themselves into an open-air audience for the following stage production. Stage and audience really don't feel to be the wrong words for this temporary space, this collectively transformed geography. We are watching Krishna taking a big snake up into a wild cherry tree. But what is the story behind this?
Krishna was one of the 24 incarnations of God, Bhagavan. But the moment he came into the womb of his mother Devaki, it was told by the divine priest Narada to Kansa, the king of Mathura, that Krishna, who was in the womb of Devaki, his sister, would be the murderer of the king Kansa himself. Therefore, scared of his death, Kansa started planning stratagems to kill the child. So right from the beginning there was a hostility between the maternal uncle and the nephew. It continued, and Kansa wanted to kill Krishna at any cost. When he was defeated in every stratagem, the last stratagem used by Kansa was to send Krishna to the Nagaloka, to the Netherland, to the world of the snakes. And Krishna was given the challenge to go there, to rope in a serpent and bring it to the earth And another challenge was given to bring a sapling of panya tree, Himalayan wild cherry. Krishna proceeded on his journey. On the way, he happened to stay in a cave that was called Pansudi Vadiyar. In that cave, Krishna happened to meet thousands of paralyzed eagles whose wings had been plucked away by Kansa as an act of revenge. The eagles told Krishna their plight, and Krishna in return put back their wings and resuscitated them, revived them, re-empowered them, and requested them to help him when he would reach the Nagalok, the world of the snakes. When Krishna went to the Nagaloka, to the world of the snake, there he was immediately surrounded by thousands of Nagas, snakes, and they wanted to sting him and kill him. At that very moment, thousands of eagles hovered over the sky of Nagaloka and attacked the Nagas and repulsed their attack on Krishna. After the successful repulsion of the Nagas, Krishna roped one of the longest Naga, that was the Vasuki Nag, and just plucked a sapling of panya, Himalayan wild cherry, and brought it back to the earth. When coming back on the surface of the earth, he saw that Kansa, his evil uncle, had hidden himself underground in a field. Krishna immediately used 2 oxen and his plough and furrowed through the field, every part of the field, and then in this way he tore open the body of his evil uncle Kansa. This enactment is being shown in the present video, in the present photographs, and when this enactment was on, the large crowd was looking up into the sky to locate some flying eagles, and of course 2 eagles appeared in the sky.
What we have seen is how Krishna sat on the tree holding the snake. This is an image of his crisis situation when he waits on the eagles to rescue him. But while watching this, I missed that another sequence of the story was performed in the same time. Like Kamsa was torn into pieces by a plough, on the fields below the tree they had buried a bundle of grass and ripped it into pieces with a plough. The name of the grass, Kas, still derives from the name of Kamsa. Sunday, 13th of March 2011. It is my 4th day here. I have slept 2 nights in one of the village houses. That means in a room with strangers and having to wake up every morning around 6 a.m. This morning things look different. Again the rope has taken a new form. Now it is shaped as 9 small mounds. The rest of the cotton grass is burning into ashes. we see one of the amazing small events that happen every day. The assignment this man is holding weighs about 25 kg, and he is tossing it up on one palm just to throw it to the other party of flag bearers. Say goodbye to Yagya Purusha, the cosmic being who sacrificed himself to create the world. This actor, dressed up as Hanuman, is more than an actor. He is really deeply involved into the act he performs. The Garhwal priest gives him the necklace of Yagya Purusha. This giving can be regarded as magical. Its effect is not only symbolical but existential, because every deed has an immediate effect. The Hanuman man will push Purusha into the hole. But how can a suicide be enacted as a murder? He who gives the first push on Yagya Purusha becomes the sacrificial object himself. There are gossips about the death of such men. Such and such who gave the first push in such and such villages died within 6 months, within 12 months. These are the common stories wandering around in these villages. Crying is an empathetic reaction. The women of the village used to be married into other villages, and in earlier times they did not have the opportunity to see their families and their old community very often. On such a festival they return, so at its end they are very sad or overwhelmed by other intensive emotions. But it is also Nagina Devi herself who is missing her sisters and cries through the eyes of her village woman. She also wishes to remain in the human world. The village is her Maika, her parental home that had adopted her. This is why it is so important for her and for the village people that they all come in touch with each other. And being in touch is exactly what the final happening is about, in which Nagina Devi says goodbye. This is the last event. The rope embodying Nagina Devi and, as I was told, also the social ties between the villagers, is carried up on the mountain. It is around 5 or 6 kilometers long and glides through the hands of the people like an unthinkably long snake. Then suddenly it disappears when the rope is cut into pieces. Everyone is eager to get one of these ropes, which are members of the goddess's body and will bring good fortune. But also a deep sorrow is penetrating the next 6 months in Ratura. There will be no marriage, and no one will play, dance, hit the drums, sing, ring bells, cry or blow trumpets in public. Not even Holi, the festival of colors, will be celebrated, so instead they have played with colors in the presence of Nagina Devi. I am not used to stay in Himalayan villages and to observe snake cults, so it was difficult to find the right questions. Now, about 3 weeks thereafter, slowly I can guess what these rituals can tell about humans, and about gods. Crying in state of possession expresses sorrow. This collective sadness comes from the death of one of the 9 serpent sisters, and from the farewell of Nagina Devi, an adopted daughter of the village. When she is about to come back next time, the people will see many snakes in their houses, on the roofs, on the fields, and the old men will hear her lonely crying in their dreams. In 1987, when Purohit first saw the Nan performance in Dangri and Petoli villages, at least 3,000 women were crying in a core because the ritual and its narrative was very close to their experience of pain and separation. In Ratura village, women seemed to have lost that experience. Most of the women are living comfortably in local towns and other cities of India. The fast road and telephone communication has reduced the intensity of nostalgia, which used to be the sthayi bhava, the prime emotion of their relationship with their parents and brothers.
और अब जबकि धीरे धीरे जाग देवता अपने स्थान जाने के लिए तैयार है, मुने प्रस्थान होते हैं, तो हमको जो है एकदम बोरत जैसे लग रहे हैं कि कैसे करके हम घर में रह 6 महीने हमने देवता के साथ काटा है, तो कैसे अपनी घर में जो है हम नहीं रह सकते हैं जाग देवता के बिना। और
इमोशन तो हम जब साथ में रहते हैं
हमको देवता ने जो है अपने माँ बाप समझ के हमने घुमाया है 6 महीने के लिए। और आज जब देवता अपने स्थान पर चले जाएगा तो हमको एकदम बोरत महसूस होगी। हम 8-10 दिन जो है घर में नहीं खा पाएंगे, क्योंकि जिसको हमने कंधे में नचाया है आज वो हमसे विदा हो जाएगा तो बड़ा दुख होगा हमको। इसीलिए
होली नागुली भागुली गंगा खैली तेरे छपुआ बिजोरा ए गंगो ताला डोठी मजगा हल गमाथि कक्षर कहिले हल तेसर गंगो ए लेखा थोरी खजंगवा गंगो मालधुर में जंगो ए गंगा रबुजी या बन होलो या गंगा त्याला घाट बोलो गंगा तल रुट में की राजपाट चल लो तेरो ए गंगो लैनी को लवात खचे बाखड़ी को सूट ले से जबका बीच में तेरा जसू सरुली रशारी जू मेरा गंगा संगरे चौ बार बीची लैनी बार बीची बाखड़ी तिलो तिलो रनी जा बार बीची बाखड़ी झपवा छन लखमा बिराई जा खातकुली कुरकुर मारखुली जतिया तेरो संग में जो रोस बुझे से तेरा हाथ में जा पे होशिया पखाई जो तेरा हाथ में जो ये हाथ में तेरी भोटाली दाती जो सो अब गंगो ये हंसिया मुरली होली मेरा गंगा कमर मरोली ये हंसिया मुरली गंगा कमर मरोली गंगो पेर नहीं देवची